There we go. So what you guys are doing to get the quiz points, 8 points is filling that chart out in the back. So up to 5 stairs, you measured the rise and the run of. So you've got a column where you're putting all the rises that you measured, and then a column where you're putting all the runs, and then the next column is just the division of those two numbers to get the grades. Okay? And then what I wanted you to do was to do the average grade of all 5 steps, or 3 or 4, depending on how many you guys did, in that second question, which is the last 2 points. What are some average grades that we got?
37.
37. 37. Now remember, it's 0.37.
Right, 0.37.
Which is 37%, correct? Remember that. That would be if you were on a road. That would say truck 37%. At which case you turn back around and you go somewhere else, because that's ridiculous. For a truck. For a truck. Now let's look at this. 37 is 0.37-ish, somewhere about here. You're looking at a San Francisco city street.
Yeah.
Right? That's about as steep as Filbert. That's actually steeper than Filbert. It's more like that Pittsburgh street, right? Yeah? 0.6. This happens. The reason I had you guys running all over North Grandview is because there are various stairs that are steeper than others. There's one in Ochoco I forgot to have you guys go find. It's almost 100% grade. 100% grade. What does that look like? Careful. Careful. 45 degrees exactly. Think about why. Rise and run are the same. That's 100%. Rise divided by run would be 1. What would this be? Trick question?
0.
Close. The reciprocal of 0, which is undefined. Vertical doesn't have a slope. Remember your there it is. Now we don't have stairs like that because you can't walk. You fall off stairs like that, right? So we don't have those.
Unless they're Wiley Coyote.
Unless you're Wiley Coyote, but you still fall.
Yeah.
Now if you're hanging in the air for a second. So 0.6, right? You guys were at 0.6. You guys were at a 31-degree angle. You're in New Zealand territory over there. And you feel that, don't you, when you walk up those? You feel that in your hammies and your glutes when you're walking up those stairs? Yeah, you do. Your chest, your lungs. Who else? Who else has some? 0.5. Exactly a half.
We got 3%.
Exactly a half. That's somewhere between 27 26 degrees. Very good. 3%? Was that what it was? 3? That makes sense. Some of those stairs were very shallow, weren't they?
Yeah.
Some of those stairs were very, very shallow. 3% is right about 2 degrees.
47%.
47% is close to that half. Are you guys seeing how I'm using the chart? I'm taking your number that you're giving me for your average and locating it in the tangent table.
Right, we got 5.4.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You'll do this in your homework. I'll have you do this in your homework, and I'm actually going to teach you on your TI how to not have to have a tangent table. Your TI actually has one in it. But you have to set your TI. I didn't want to show you in class because you probably forget it between now and the time you go home. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Oh, one thing too about the TI. We got time for this, real quick. About the TI, the reason I had you run that rand command, the rand int command, was because I needed to have you guys randomly select 5 of the stairs to measure. If I just said go out and pick 5, your eyes are immediately drawn to the larger ones, and if there was inconsistency in your measurements, your eyes are always going to grab the bigger ones, which means it wouldn't be a random selection. We're just humans. We're drawn to that. I proved this in statistics classes over and over again. So the TI told us which stairs to use. Does that make sense? That's why you did that. You'll do it again and again in this class. Now, one last thing to talk about. This is kind of going back to what Hassani said earlier. The reason I had you guys measure stairs, let me stop this.